Cryptocurrency, 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 changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system.
All right, guys, here we go. Let's do it. Here we go.
Send money around the world almost free.
Welcome. Tell me where you calling from.
Need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Get a raise of financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars we went through.
Currency is changing the world. A way to even the playing field. How other people do it. So cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Get a raise of financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars we went through. A worldwide currency, only a few knew well. MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology. A way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in.
It's called cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Get a raise of financial wisdom. Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the train. Businesses signing up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join in MLS system to get your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoins are facing your time. 21. Go in MLS system to have some fun.
Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business.
All right. Welcome, everybody. How you doing? We're glad you are here today. And so, one of the biggest things, the biggest challenges is, showing up, right? That's the biggest challenge, to show up. Can you show up to your financial future? That's what it's all about. Can you show up? If you can show up, you can change your life. If you could bring somebody and show up, you're going to increase your not only just your life, but somebody else's life as well, because you don't have anything to sell within our program. Our program is all about you and how you can start bettering your financial future and what you want to do with your life. That's what this program is all about. MLS has been around since 2014, and the Bitcoin side of the house been around since 2016, and this is 2022. So they let you know we've been around for a little bit, right? And we've been around making things happen. And so that's the beauty of our program, is that we are all about you, is how you can get better. So what do we offer within our program before we get going in what we're doing? We basically have a 10-stage system, 10 stages, okay? First stage, you're going to learn about crypto 101, 102. We're going to be developing as Bitcoin is changing. I got in Bitcoin since 2016, when it was $486 a coin. $486 a coin is when I jumped into Bitcoin. Back in those days, there was a lot of crooked companies out there, a lot of companies stealing your Bitcoin. And what happened, we lost a lot of Bitcoin back in those days. And I decided to stop, dealing with all that. And I created MLS Bitcoin Club, which is the reason why Bitcoin Club is here, so you can be in control of your own Bitcoin. If it's not your keys, it's not your Bitcoin. And within our program, you have your own Bitcoin wallet. The Bitcoin goes directly into your Bitcoin wallet. But guess what? You actually can receive Bitcoin for free when you start inviting others to do and see what we do. It's all about a club, right? Our club is for our members. It's all about our club membership. Then we go to the next stage. We learn about credit, how to build what we call extreme credit. Not just good credit, but how about extreme credit? And what that means is your personal credit. We be building over $100,000 in personal credit. That's through personal loans, and that is also through credit cards. So we show you how to increase your credit score, build on that credit score. We actually have our own credit repair company as well. And then so we teach you how to do it, and everything we have is automated. Then we move on to the next stage is when you start to build out your business. You start building out your LLC, S corporation, or C corporation, and you learn how to build that, get your bank account set up, how to file your annual reports, all that good stuff. Then we go into business credit, which is the next stage. We go into business credit, where you start to build out your business credit. And once you start building out your business credit, then the next thing we're going to do is start going to learn how to trade in today's markets. So you learn how to trade. We have our own MLS Trade Academy. That's right. We trade 3 days a week. And then some of the things we're going to be doing is just doing everything. Now, what do we trade? Because a lot of people says, well, what do you trade? Do you trade FX? Do you trade stocks? Do you trade options? Do you trade commodities? Do you trade indices? Guess what? We trade it all. I teach you how to become a professional trader. We trade every single day. And we teach you how do you trade, get your trade going inside the trade room. We get you going. We even started our own coaching program where if you want one-on-one coaching when it comes to trading or how to build out a plan with insurance or a combination of all of it. It's your coaching is what you want, how we're going to help you get that going. And then from that standpoint, we build on to a full-time retirement. In other words, your solo 401k plan. We also talk about how to set up and build your infinite banking system. Yes, we do all of that. I do live events within our community, and I teach you exactly how I do it. And I actually share with you my actual accounts. So it's not like you're seeing somebody else's account or make-believe account. I'm not doing that. I'm actually showing you my personal accounts, how I'm building up to $1 million. Is that something that you want to learn about? Is something that you want to do? Well, that's what we do within our club. Okay, I'm not going to go through all the rest of the detail, but if you want to be a part of this, all you have to do is show up. Our whole goal within this program, guys, is for you to show up. All you have to do is show up. Show up. And if you could bring somebody with you, show up, your life starts changing. Okay, enough about that. Let's move on. Let's start with the MLS State of the Union. We're going to start out with looking at the trades. Let's look at some trades real quick. Let's look at how the market is going. Let's bring it up. I'm going to share my screen with you. And here we go. We use an MT5 platform, but you could do this on Charles Schwab. You could do this on basically any platform that's out there, guys. What we use is a very simple approach to trading. Okay. You don't need no angles. You don't need no pivots. You don't need no butterfly wings. You don't need none of that stuff if you understand trading. If you understand trading, we actually teach you about price action first. That's what you learn first, price action. We walk you through the concepts of the A-team approach, which is scalping. We go into swing trades. Then we go into wealth building. Excuse me. And then we go into price action. How do you understand price action? Once you understand price action, and then you start understanding how to set up your charts. And then these are, straight charts. Look what I have in the charts, guys. So we have crypto. Here's Bitcoin. Right below it is Ethereum. That's also crypto. Then right next to it, we have the indices, which is the spiders, and we have the Dow 30, right? And then next to that, we got commodities, which is oil and also gold. And then right beside that, we have the Forex market, which is the euro. And then we got another chain link. but we show you how to trade everything in the markets, like everything, like really how to trade everything. I know people are paying for courses on learn how to trade the FX market, or you learn how to trade the futures market. I've done that too, right? I spent thousands and thousands of dollars to learn how to trade in separate markets, not realizing that all of this is combined, right? It's all the same approach. If I got rid of the link, if I got rid of the actual symbol of the what we're trading, you wouldn't know what you're trading. You just trade the action. And that's what we teach you how to do, how to trade the action. So the first thing we're going to look at, guys, let's look at crypto. We're going to start with Bitcoin. Let's look what Bitcoin's doing. Right now, Bitcoin's been doing some great things, guys. We also have our own trading robot. Yes, we do. We have our own trading robot, which allows you, all you have to do is find the entry. Once you find the entry, everything else is taken care of, right? And that's what we teach you to do. Okay, so let's look at it a little bit. So we have a few lines on our charts. We're not going to go through the lines and all that good stuff. We're just going to tell you what's happening, what we're looking at. Okay, so right now I'm going to look at this chart here, and this chart is all about. I have a 60-minute chart to your left. The big chart is 60 minutes. And then we have a 1-minute chart, a 5-minute chart in the middle, and then we have a 15-minute chart on the bottom right. And what is this? What is this? This right here is what we call our setup for our ATM approach. Okay, this is what we use for our ATM approach. And so we can spot opportunities within this to see what's happening with crypto and what's been going on. And right now you can see Bitcoin has been climbing. I'm going to change this chart, this 1-hour chart. I'm going to change it to a 4-hour chart. And you can see that we are above these two green lines, right? And we finally got above this resistance point that we had right there. We got above it. And now we just got to hold this. And if it does, we can easily get back to 50,000. 50,000 is sitting right there. Right now, this very moment, we are trading somewhere around 47,422. Okay, that's what we're trading at right now. And Bitcoin is trying to get up. Now, we've been in Bitcoin, like I said, trading it on the downswing. We've been trading it on the upswing. We've been trading this bad boy all the times, right? And the beautiful thing is, you know, Bitcoin went as far down as 28,000. It went as high as 65,000. Had a pullback, went all the way back up to 69,000, almost 70, and then pulled all the way back down to about $30,000 and some change. And so, where do we think we're going to go now? Well, now it's maybe it's possibility that it can, if it could break through this 200 right here, we can get to 50,000, probably get back to 52,000, break above that, and then if it does, we're going to break 70. I don't know when. I'm just saying if it does, we're going to break 70. Right now, it's finding resistance at this puncture, this junction right here. We call this the sell zone. There's a reason why we call it the sell zone. No big deal for you. If you decide to join our Trade Academy, you'll learn all about the way we teach you how to trade in the marketplace. But Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of the other coins out there are looking pretty good because Bitcoin is climbing back up. Bitcoin is doing its thing, y'all. Bitcoin is doing its thing. Here I'm bringing up the coin market cap, and we're going to really concentrate on the 7 days, right? 7 days. We click on 7 days. Look at some of the things that made over 100%. This is called ZIL, Z-I-L. ZIL made over 131% in the last 7 days. You have CVX, which is 49%. We got HOT, 48%. We got Geno, 44%. So you can see these coins are coming in. And look at the prices. You got 7 cents for this one, $4.58 for Geno. We got another one that's less than a penny, right? We got ZIL at 10 cents here. So we got opportunities that you could be taking if you want to learn how to trade, right? Now you don't have to trade it per se. It could be a spot trade. What's the difference between trading and a spot trade? A spot trade is like buy and hold. I'm just going to buy it and hold it. I'm not going to try to sell it. I'm not going to try to make money on the trade by going in and out and putting risk on. I don't need to put risk on. Right now we are in a risk-free environment for the moment. What does that mean? A risk-free environment. That means risk is not on right now. That means the market is moving in your direction, going up. It's moving in your direction. It is a way for you to maximize cash flow at the time. Right now, I can't give you that. Say, okay, right now, because we had a point where it reached, it may turn back down right now. It's a possibility it could turn back down. But if risk is on, put it on. And then risk is off. That means we get out of the trades. Risk off, get out of the trade. That means it's time to go. Let's pause for a moment. Let's go back in it for a little bit later, right? But there's so many opportunities that's here right now, right? So many opportunities. And when you're looking at it, guys, look at your first top 100, top 200. It's going to give you an opportunity where you can actually build a future in crypto. Crypto is the future. Whatever you want to say, I don't care. Your argument is dead to me, right? There's no argument about fiat, which means the dollars, compared to the crypto world. Again, I've been in since 2016, and I heard all the naysayers. All the naysayers says Bitcoin is a scam. Bitcoin is no good. Jamie Dimon, all these other companies, Warren, everybody says a scam. Now look at them. Now everybody has no choice to get in. Even the government is jumping into the crypto space. And they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with their own coins. Think about that. Stable coins is getting ready to be a footstool for the folks that want to be in dollars, right? Instead of being in fiat dollars, you're going to be in what they call the stable coins, which is going to be a dollar, one for one, dollar for dollar. All right. Now, when it comes to the crypto, I want you to think about something. The crypto space has made more millionaires than the history of the stock market. I don't think y'all heard me on that one. I don't think you heard me. The crypto market has made more millionaires in the history of the stock market. Now, crypto is only about 12 years old. Only 12 years old. Came out in 2009, less than a penny, and people got rich, to include myself, in the crypto space. And I want you to think about that. For a person from the projects of Newark, New Jersey, joined the military for 20 years, didn't really have a major plan, got into technology, right? Started learning about trading in the markets, started developing, learning, took the chance of getting crypto in 2016. I was watching it in 2015, 14. I said, oh my God, I got to see what's going on. This is a wild, wild west. It's going up real fast, dropping down real fast, going back up real fast, going back down real fast. And I jumped in at 2016 at $486 in March of 2016. And I said, guys, if it breaks 486, I believe it's going to go to $1,000. Well, it got to $1,000 in January 2017. But wait a minute, it didn't stop there. It kept going. It went to 5,000, 7, 8, 10, 15, 20, $20,000 a coin. I sold 5 coins out of the 7 that I had. I want you to think about that. Think about that. That's 100 grand. A guy that had no other plan and made 100 grand from thin air. Thin air. And now there are people that's making millions of dollars in this space. Millions. Not 1 million. I mean, we got one guy, he made $1 billion. $1 billion, right? I just want you to think about that, guys. Crypto, for the folks who are naysayers, you gotta change your ideas. If you change your ideas, you're gonna change financially. If you stay in the same old mindset, which a lot of people are doing because they refuse to learn, then what happens? You be left behind. You always wonder, well, why are we always left behind? Why are we always left behind? That's one main reason why you're always left behind. I just want to show you something, the power of our club, okay? Let me show you the power of our club. This is how many members we have right now, right? About 14,593 members, and we did well over 501 Bitcoin. Now, for some of you don't really know what that is, 501 Bitcoin. Let's look at the price here. Let's see. Are we $1 million company, or are we going toward $1 billion? All right, let's look at it. 501 Bitcoin times, look at Bitcoin price. Bitcoin price is at, let's see real quick what it is. The Bitcoin price at this moment is 47,360. 47,360. Okay, times 47,360 equals $23,727,000 that went out to the community. That's to the community. That's to people just like you. Some folks in here made $1 million. Some folks in here made 100,000, 60,000, 80,000. Why? Just because they started to do the things we teach them to do in the back office. What did they sell? How big is their teams? We got people that only got 2 people in their team and made $40,000, $50,000. We got folks that got 23 people in their team, made over $600,000 in crypto. That's on you. You can make a change in your life if you decide to do so, right? Can't force you to learn. In our back office, you learn all kind of things in our back office. Let's share our back office real quick with you so you get a good idea of what we do in our back office. All right, just I got to give you a little bit. I'm not going to stay long. I'm not going to keep you long. Just give you a little bit why it's so powerful to do what we do. Okay, let me get in here real quick. Let me just drive over something, right? Let me bring up somebody's account real quick. I'm just going to bring up one of them. All right, let's bring this up. Okay, here's an account, 14 Bitcoin 53. Okay, 14 Bitcoin 53. Let's go down a little bit. There's some of the things you're going to be learning within our club, right? In our club, in our MLS experience, right? We got crypto 101, 102. This is just your back. This is just your back office. You get in. This is what you're going to see. Here we got a little trading experience for you, how to learn how to do some of the things we trade on. Here's our credit, right? We use the FICO scores for your credit. Learn to build your score above 720. Become an affiliate. That means for free, right? Just inviting people to what we do inside the credit repair, right? Come in here, learn, create your debt to wealth program, learn how to move and maximize your own cash flow without any new dollars, and learn how to pay off your house in 5 to 7 years. If you have a house. If you don't have a house, then you can go get a house and learn how to build your credit, get your real credit, and keep moving. Then we started, we have right here our different calendars. So you can come in and set up your coaching session, right? A debt elimination meeting, a leverage credit repair, right? We have different ways for you to start growing your cash flow. It's up to you guys if you want to become financially free. Being sitting there, not just doing the same old thing every single day, that's on you. You have to join through somebody, right? You cannot just from the public, you cannot just join our club. You got to go through one of our members. So I encourage you, if somebody's sharing this video with you, get out there and say, hey, you know what? I need to join you. Can I get in? Can I learn something? What seriously, Wall Street? My nickname is Wall Street. Seriously, Wall Street, what do I got to sell? Nothing. We don't sell nothing. I offer services for you to grow yourself with, right? We offer you services to grow, but if you invite, you get paid free Bitcoin or whatever we're doing. It's the power of our program. Education is the cornerstone in what we do. Education to financial freedom. That stuff you don't learn in school. You don't learn in college. That's what we're teaching you to do, right? To include the infinite banking system. I used to go through, I'm not going to go through it now, but we go through, sometimes we show you my back office and show you my infinite banking, how it went from $33 in my policies to well over $170,000 in 2 years. How to keep growing it. How to use the credit cards as leverage that you're going to learn. Oh, I can't use no credit cards. I've been taught not to do that. You've been taught wrong. You've been taught how to be a slave to the system and not use the system in your own mind. How to use the system to grow financial wealth with. That's what we teach you to do. How to grow your life faster because you are using other people's money. That's the power of what we got going on, guys. If you want to learn more about that, I promise you should get with somebody and talk to them about what's happening and how we get going. The whole job of our program, the whole job is to show up. If you don't want to show up, guess what? You ain't got to participate. If you don't want to show up, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to participate. But if you show up, guess what? Your whole life can change. If you show up, if you dedicate yourself, if you want to get something better out of life besides living from check to check, What do you got to sell? No teas, no coffees, no creams, no lotions, no potions, no dietary systems, none of that stuff. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not bashing it. I'm just saying that's not what we do. That's for you to go out there and do that with them. What we focus on is cash flow. Cash flow. That's what we focus on. Cash flow down to the individual level. It's down to your level, not nobody else's level, your level, you personally, your home economy. We talking about your home economy. I hope you catching the message here. I hope you getting that message. We talking about your home economy, right? What's this all about? It's about your home economy. If you start building out your home economy, then you're going to start building out your family bank. What's a family bank? Let's talk about family bank real quick, and then we're going to do just a little bit more. Let's talk about the family bank, though. The family bank, this is your family bank, your family, right? You, your spouse, your partner, your children, your family bank. How can you start creating a family bank? Well, we're going to teach you how to use a whole life insurance policy, right? You're going to start learning about, you can have different systems set up so that you go to the same place that banks go when they improve their cash flow. It's called bank-owned life insurance, right? A lot of their cash flow is in bank-owned life insurance. You're going to learn how to use the same techniques they use to build your own wealth system. Now, why do I call it a wealth system? Here's the reason why. So for one, when you first start out, a lot of people, you got to change your mindset. First thing we got to work on is how money moves. How does money move? Okay. Most people are going out there and you're working a 9 to 5 or 9 to 12 or 12 to 8, right? All these different shifts. If you can get a job, right? If you got a job, awesome, right? Now, if you were looking for pay raises and you got to keep asking for them to give you a pay raise and they're not giving you a pay raise, you got to learn how to change your mindset and create your own pay raise, right? They call it now side hustles. How do you get a side hustle? So you get a side hustle. What's the side hustle for? To pay some more bills? No, that's the wrong mindset. You got to get a side hustle so you can take that cash flow and let that cash flow work for you as a slave. You want to work that side hustle, that cash flow, so it never gets tired. You got a slave to work for you. I don't want to really use that analogy, but that's what it is. Your money should work for you 24 hours a day. Okay? Not just to pay a bill. You got to learn to use that cash flow to create assets. So first of all, let's define what an asset is. Made famous by Robert Kiyosaki. That's a Rich Dad, Poor Dad author, right? So an asset is something that pays you. Your house is not an asset. It's not. If you live in it by yourself, if it's not paid off, if it's not bringing you any kind of cash flow in, it's not an asset. It's a liability. What's a liability? A liability is when you take money out your pocket to pay somebody else to maintain it. Okay? So your house, most of you live in apartments or houses and you're still paying a mortgage. That is a liability to you. Unless you got some roommates coming in or you rent out a piece of your property, right? So, for example, you got a duplex or a triplex or one of those quadplexes, right? Then you can live in one apartment and rent out the other 2 or 3 or other apartments, and then you're getting cash flow in to pay for the property. Then you got cash flow that is an asset. But if you live in a house by yourself or an apartment by yourself, it's something that's coming out to you, right? You got to pay for rents, you got to pay for gas, and you got to pay for electricity, you got to pay for water, pay for garbage. If yours is included, it's still there. You're just paying for it all at one time. But that's a liability. It's not an asset. All right. So an asset puts money in your pocket. You take your side hustle, you take a portion of that side hustle, whether it's going to be, 10%, 20%, 30%. The more you can get out of that side hustle to put in other containers is going to allow you to create more cash flow. So where would I start? How would I start, Wall Street? Teach me, Wall Street. How will I start with my side hustle to start getting money to work for me? The very first thing I would tell you to do is to work on your credit. If you got to pay to work on your credit, pay to work on your credit. Pay somebody. We have our own company that you can work on your credit, right? We have Leverage Credit Repair. You can join our club and get on level 1, and we teach you everything you do by yourself. You can build your credit by yourself. If you want us to do it, of course, it's a little payment system you got in there that we'll go ahead and work on your credit and build out and work on your credit. Okay, so we can do it both ways. That's the first thing I'll tell you to do. Get started to work on your credit. Once you get your credit up, you get rid of what we call the inquiries. So you're going to get your inquiries in. We're going to stop the information that's going to go to the credit bureaus. For example, SageStream, right? We're going to stop them. We're going to stop Lexus, which is part of the same company now. We're going to stop different places so their report can't go to them. All right. That's the first thing we're going to do. Next thing we're going to do is challenge the validity of what's on your credit. We're going to challenge it. Okay. We're going to challenge it based on what the FCRA says that we can do. Fair Credit Reporting Act says that we can challenge the credit for validity, right? Is that credit your credit? I don't know. Most likely, they have basically a lot of people have wrong information on their credit reports. So that's the first thing. We're going to attack the credit. Why do we attack the credit? The reason we attack the credit, because now we're going to leverage who you are. So once your credit is up, now we're going to leverage who you are. What does that mean? So now you're going to start getting what we call credit cards, authorized users. We're going to get your credit score up so you can obtain some credit, okay? And credit cards, right? Maybe 3 credit cards, right? Start out with about 2 to 3 credit cards. And from there, we're going to keep building, all right? We're going to keep building on that credit. Wall Street, I'm not good with credit cards. That's a personal decision. But we're going to teach you how to use credit cards to leverage other people's money, OPM. You're going to learn how to leverage other people's money. Then once you learn to leverage other people's money, and now you got this other cash flow coming in, the very next stage is to start getting some assets, right? So for example, inside our club, we got basically about 10 different assets that you can be a part of, right? You could join a level and start, inviting others or whatever we're doing in that training. And then as people join, you get free Bitcoin. Then you can start leveraging the credit cards into assets. In other words, some other crypto. You can take some of the money from the credit card and throw it into the crypto, right? Get the crypto going, get that going, right? Then you got a little bit of that happening. Now, as you start to develop and get more of that cash flow rolling, because now you're going to create the snowball that's happening. Now we're going to work on getting your insurance policy. It says, what? Yes, we're going to get you start looking at setting up an insurance policy, not a term life policy. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about something that's going to be there for years that you can build cash value in and use that and build on it so it produces a lot more cash flow. So we got the best of both worlds. We have a term writer and we have an index writer. So what does that mean? Some people say, well, we got an index universal life. No, we're not talking about an index universal life. What we're talking about is a whole life policy that can benefit from the index of the S&P 500, along with a guaranteed floor of maybe 4%. You got it? Oh, we got a lot to teach you. Then once you start getting that going and you've been able to start dumping this money, this extra cash flow, cycling this big old cash flow into your policy, now you can start pulling out policy loans immediately. Let me give you an example. So let's say you get 2 credit cards or 3 credit cards. They had 10,000 a piece. And then let's say you got 30,000. So, well, Wall Street, how am I going to get $30,000? Easy breezy. You start learning about this. It might take you 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, but it's okay. You're going to be in better shape in 6 months than you are today if you're not there yet. Then what happens, you start using the cash flow from that and start throwing it to your policy. Immediately, as soon as the money is showing up in your policy, you can pull 90% out immediately back into your checking account. But wait a minute. The money that's in the insurance policy is going to make 4% up to whatever, 6, 8, whatever the index is, right? 4% a year, 3% a year. Just make it conservative. Let's say 3% a year. But we don't care about that. It's growing. It's going to grow. No matter what you put in that PUA, paid up additions, it's going to keep growing. It's going to grow and grow and grow. We can't say it's guaranteed because it's not guaranteed. They do have a guaranteed rating on it. So that part is done, right? That part is on it. But the other part on it is not guaranteed. Okay. So now you're building this cash flow in this system. I'm online. Jalen, you can go online and check me out online. Okay. On YouTube and Facebook. All right. So there you actually growing this cash flow. Cash flow is growing, right? It's growing. And then what happens, all of a sudden, you're able to pull out of your cards, maybe 30,000, 40,000 over time, 30, 40,000, and it's going to your policy. Then next year, be able to do it again. But wait a minute, we got more cards coming. You're able to leverage those cards and pay off the debt and leverage the debt into your policy. So wait a minute, my policy is paying me at the same time as paying the money back to me to pay off the credit cards? Absolutely. You got the same money doing both things at the same time. So what? The same dollar? The same dollar. Oh my God, we got so much to teach you. Then from that standpoint, your credit is going higher. You got money rolling to your cash value life insurance policy. You got money coming back out. You got money going into some more crypto. You got money going to your different business accounts now. Now you're starting to transition over time. You went from personal accounts. Now you're going into your business accounts. He's going to teach you how to start your business. Then we're going to teach you how to start business credit. We can start building on the business credit. Before you know it, you got business platinum cards, right? That has $20,000, $15,000, $30,000, $50,000 on them. Says, wait a minute. Come on, man. You saying this is real? Absolutely. We're teaching you exactly step by step what to do. If that's not important to you, you might as well just hang up. Just go. If that's not, you just leave. It's okay. Don't worry. Just leave. It's fine. If you don't want financial freedom and you're going to keep doing what you've been doing, then the rest of this call is going to waste your time. You might as well just go ahead and hang up. Okay. What's our job here? Our job in this community is to show up. Show up to do what? Show up to learn. Get in the back office, learn, get on the calls, learn. If you don't want to better your life, just go. But if you want to show up and start doing this and invite others to show up with you, oh, you're going to be financially free. You're going to be free. Literally, you're going to be free. Financial freedom is a beast. See, everybody want to get paid on crypto, right? They want to get paid on crypto. They get paid on crypto. But everybody ain't making money on crypto, guys. I can promise you. There's some people don't know when to buy crypto. Some people got so many items in their platform, NFTs, making no money. You hear the stories of people making $1,000, $2,000, $10,000. You hear stories about that, right? They made $1 million. That ain't happening to everybody. Oh no, that's not happening. More people are losing money because they don't know what they're doing. They got thieves out there that's stealing your crypto because you don't know how to protect your crypto. We teach you how to protect your crypto. We teach you to use hard wallets, right? We teach you how to safeguard your crypto, how to become the bank. Your whole job as an individual in the United States or around the world, but in the United States in particular, your whole job as a citizen is to learn to use credit to better your lifestyle. We are built on credit. What are we talking about? Talking about cars, homes, right? How to fill the homes up with all kind of things that you love and want. That's all built on credit. Okay? We are a credit-driven society. You got to learn how to use the tools that Uncle Sam is trying to give to you. Uncle Sam is your friend when it comes to credit, is not your enemy. When you go through a collection, right? You got collections going on, and what happening is the servicer of that collection, right? When after 4 months, 120 days, They already writing it off. Uncle Sam already paid the debt for you. Uncle Sam has already paid the debt. Done. And then here they go, turn around, sell it on secondary paper. They call you to collect the debt again. Wait a minute, it's already done. It's already paid. You just got to know the game. You got to learn how to get out of things that's already done. But our goal is to teach you to pay your debts. We don't want you to get out of your debts. We want you to be able to have enough cash flow that is so abundantly that you are able to pay your debts without any question. How to go from meager earnings to well over $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. It's possible. Can't guarantee it because we don't know what you're going to do. Are you going to follow the instructions? Are you going to be a true student of the game? Because what's your job as an MLS community person? What's your job? To show up. That's it. Just show up. Your job is to show up. Show up. That's your whole job, is to show up. Can you understand that? Just to show up. If you can show up, everything's going to change for you. Why? Because it's impossible. Let me say it again. It's impossible to remain the same person that you are today. If you look and join our community financially, you will have no choice but to grow because you're showing up. Your ideas start to change. I didn't know that was possible, Wall Street. Yep, it's possible. Let me show you how to do it. Hey, guys, let's see how you do this. Yep, let's see how I do this. Let me show you how to get some more cash flow in this. Let's show you how to maximize this cash flow over here. Let's so you can learn to put $100,000 in your insurance policy every year for the next 5 or 6 or 7 years. What? And never pay it again. And still grow it to $1 million, $2 million. What? The earlier you learn this, the earlier you learn this, the earlier you learn it. I'm 60, but what if you did it at 22? What if you did it at 18? Right? I know some folks out there going to see this video in the future. And what I'm speaking to you is a way for you to become rich in your 30s instead of your 60s, your 70s, right? How do you get past that in your teens before you know you're 22 years old and you're financially free? Remember, everybody's not making the money in crypto. There's so many people that don't even understand the word crypto. They don't even understand what it is, right? Even today, 12 years later, they still don't get it, okay? But I could take any person. I don't care if you're in your 60s, your 70s, or your 80s. We can still help you set up a plan to get you rolling. We prefer you to be a lot younger. Absolutely. Absolutely, we prefer you to be a lot younger, right? I love to teach kids. You know, I was teaching, my daughter was in high school at the time. She was a freshman. And I went there and I just did a few classes that week and taught them how to do FX market and to understand that a penny move on the euro, 1 penny move on a standard account is $1,000 move. They'll never look at a penny the same way again. A penny move. You said, what are you talking about? Shit, that's what you got to learn. Trading in the marketplace is huge, but it's not the be all. Everybody can't make money in trading because they trying to learn on their own. So what does that mean? They got bad habits on top of bad habits. That's what that means. They learning bad habits, and just because they won a few times on those bad habits, they learning to maintain those bad habits, and they blowing out their account over and over and over again. See, everybody don't know how to make money. Everybody don't know how to make money. What we teach you to do is cash flow. If that's important to you, get with one of these people that's sharing this video with you. Get with one of them so they can help you get started to learn. You can join for free, right? Our Trade Academy, no, you can't join for free. Our Trade Academy is going to cost you a little bit of money, right? Our coaching program costs a little bit of money. If you want it, you want it. Right? But if you want to get in here and start learning and start building wealth, we're here to teach you. Education, it has a double-edged sword. Education has a double-edged sword. So what are you talking about? People with lack of education it has a tremendous cost. What you mean? You could be paying, interest rates, for example. You want to buy a house, and this person next to you is buying the same house. This person has a better credit score, 720, 760, 780. This person over here got a 520. They're buying the same house, except you paying 3 times the value of the house. This person's only paying 2 times the value of the house, right? If you learn how to use the credit, and we teach you how to use infinite banking, you'll learn how to pay off your house in 5 to 7 years, 5 to 7, depending on your cash flow, right? If you understand cash flow and you learn, then you learn to pay it off in 2 to 3 years. You learn to get HELOCs. You learn to get reversible mortgages for the older folks out there. You learn to use it to your advantage, right? You got all these things that people don't know. They assume they know because they heard about it, but they don't know. And that's what we're here to teach you. How do you benefit? Let's say you're 62 years old, 63, 65, right? Or older. You say, you know what? I'm tired of paying a mortgage. I don't want to pay a mortgage again. But you know what? But I need the money out. I need the money to come to me. And so, okay, great. Let's do a reversible mortgage. I don't do reversible mortgages. I can't sell you one, but I'm gonna give you the questions that ask whoever the broker is, to ask them what's these information about how and what the cost and all that, and how do I get out of the reversible mortgage if I choose to give it to my family members, right? Or my children. Okay. But to live in a property for the rest of your life and your spouse's life without making another mortgage payment, both of you, until you die. To live in a house for the rest of your life for free, never to make a mortgage payment again. Not when the first person passes away, but when the second person passes away. Think of how powerful that is. Just to give you an example, my neighbor right next door to me, a little older, they went and refinanced at 67 years old. They refinanced for another mortgage at 67. Well, guess what? He passed away. The stress was on her so deep, trying to figure out how to make the mortgage payment. The kids didn't want the house. Mama, you got to come with me, get out this house. It's too much. What happened? Not only they had to sell the house for a short sale, Guys, she could have lived in that house for the rest until she passed away. Free. Just make sure she, pay the light bill, the garbage, and the water. Maintain the yard. That's it. That would have been easy. But guys, you got to understand that just because you don't know something, don't mean you can't find out. We can help you grow if that's what you want, financial freedom. If you want the financial freedom, I'm just gave you some examples of what we do. But if you want the financial freedom of wealth, it's a concept that can be achieved by each and every one of you. Everybody on this call who hears my voice, either now or in the future, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, this video should go viral. This video, you should be sharing this video going viral because your family needs to hear it. They don't listen to you, but let them listen to the call because they can change their lives too. Can you show up? That's all you have to do. Nothing to sell. Can you show up? That's it. We got folks all over the country. I'm looking at Zaina Martin. She's out of the UK, right? I see my brother, Deep Perk, on the line. I see my son on the line. I see Jalen, been with me for years. Miss June, I see him on the line. Guys, this Tony Battle Gaines, right? I see Pryor on the line. Guys, listen. The knowledge of what we're talking about, I've been doing this since 2014. This not new to me. It's not new to me. Wealth is not new to me. If you want to learn the secrets to be financially free, everybody don't. If it wasn't a secret, everybody be doing it. And everybody ain't doing it. They're not. It's got to be a secret then, right? And what we're trying to do is give it out to y'all to learn, to build, to grow the wealth for the rest of your life. If you can grow wealth starting today, tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day, it can continue to keep growing, not only from your generation, where you are right now, but it can be passed down to your children. It can be passed down to your grandchildren. It's so powerful. The concepts of building wealth is achievable if you want it. If you want it. With that being said, guys, listen, I appreciate you taking the time out on this day. Let me give you some updates real quick. Starting on Wednesday, I'm doing a call 3 days a week. So Wednesday, I'm doing a call. Thursday, at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. So we're going to start going back to the day that we used to do it, right? Where I dive into a topic and I teach the topic. For example, let's say I'm teaching infinite banking. I'm going to do a live call inside of our Zoom room, and we'll go in and we'll do infinite banking. I go through all the details on how to get going. And then next call, I might be talking about how to use credit cards, right? How to get more credit and build credit cards with authorized users and everything else that we do to get that cash flow going. Then one of the next calls, I talk about how to start building out your own credit, like how to do the techniques to build your own credit out, right? So this is going to be going on, and I'm not going to be staying on the call like I used to like 12 midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning. We have 500 people on the line. They don't want to get off, and I'm trying to answer the questions, and folks just don't want to leave. Can't do that, guys. I'm 60. I'm not doing that now, right? Those good old days are gone. But if you got the technology, you go back into my calls on my page, you'll learn what I'm talking about. You start learning, start doing, start building, start growing, start inviting, show up, have somebody else show up with you, show up, have somebody show up with you, show up, have somebody show up with you, show up. Before you know it, all that showing up changed the mindset. And all that showing up created you doing, taking action, which caused you to create more cash flow. Being a millionaire is not hard. I promise you, if you understood how easy it is to become a millionaire, you would be surprised how easy it is. But guess what you got to do? You got to show up. That's it. It boils down to you showing up. With that being said, you guys take care. Let's play our song called MLS. Let's play our song. Let's do it. This is it. This is it, guys. I appreciate you showing up. Showing up.
Have you heard? Do you know a new way for your money to grow? They're talking about a bank, or stock market rate. Here's what we're saying. Foundation we're laying. It's all thanks to money. Digital currency is changing the world. A way to even the playing field. How other people do it. So cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency. Changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Get a raise of financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, we going through a worldwide currency. Only if you do well. MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology. A way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency. Changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Send money around the world almost free.
I love you, Derek. My younger brother. I love you, boy.
Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the train. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join MLS systems to get your coin.
Get some, baby.
Get in the mix, learn the tricks, because I'm missing your time. 21. Go MLS systems, you have some fun.
Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business.
All right, guys, I love you. To my family out there, Derek, and I see my son out there doing the things. I see you guys out there making it happen. Keep showing up, guys. Stop playing around and show up. I see you guys on Wednesday at 9 p.m. You guys take care. God bless. Bye-bye.